Poverty in Uganda is concentrated in rural areas, affecting more than a third of the rural population and resulting in significant economic disparities. The agricultural sector, which already employs around 75% of the labour force, is witnessing a steady increase in its workforce due to population growth. In order to address this pressing issue, IFAD is working with the Government of Uganda to improve household incomes, food security, and reduce susceptibility to economic shocks. The northern region experiences the highest poverty rates, making it a priority area for intervention. By focusing on poor farming households, the country program works towards transforming subsistence agriculture into profitable businesses. It also focuses on extremely vulnerable households with limited livelihood options, aiming to uplift their economic conditions. Fred Omar is a farmer in Omoro village in northern Uganda. 10 years ago, he lost his sight. Unable to provide for his family, his life fell apart, and he even considered suicide. His wife had no experience of farming and struggled to take on Fred's workload. Thanks to the Livelihoods Restoration Project, or PRELNOR, funded by IFAD and the Government of Uganda, his family were assigned a mentor who helped them to get back on their feet. They learned about sharing household decisions, food safety, hygiene, and crop diversification and other aspects of farming. They could also borrow money from the project to buy a plough and were assisted to buy seeds.
Ala ma dit gang bara pian pebedo dike si kurienu ni kilo dong bot an cha no kurienu ni cha da chao kar kere ko bedo ni poroma o we an logo ni en pe project pa jo me PRELNOR magu kilo ni ayo we o lu to ker na mete we da o level market we bedong lu tian na giti gang kwan.
As a family, they now have 4 cows, 30 chickens, a herd of goats, and have even started a honey business. IFAD's loans and grants portfolio in Uganda includes the Yield Fund, a unique IFAD fund financed by the European Union that currently invests in specific agricultural small and medium-sized enterprises, improving their facilities and connecting them to local smallholder farmers. It supports 22,000 farmers by way of 15 companies. One such company is CampFeed, a maize and soya feed facility in northern Uganda. Surrounding small farmers bring their crops to CampFeed's advanced facility for drying and processing. The company then sells the feed to local and national buyers.
We support the agribusiness companies to create linkages with the smallholder farmers to allow them to have secure access to markets.
While the community of farmers benefit from a stable market for their crops, farming workshops have also helped them with their farming practices.
Maize in the house. Cara anyogi me art kergi choyane chatika meta furo eka abichien.
On the island of Kalangala on Lake Victoria, IFAD is supporting communities through the National Oil Palm Project that works with oil palm production and in developing a variety of alternative income-generating activities. In Bagala village, these women have tripled their income with their fish drying business. Thanks to new drying racks, they have cleaner fish to sell.
We have been working almost now for 1 decade in Kalangala, where we have farmers work on piggeries, on poultry. Some women, we support them with silverfish, and others we support them with backyard gardening and nutrition.
For single mother Rose Nakiganda, this has meant she can start a second business.
Amagoba genzija mu mukene wa super owokulya gendeeta nenteekako wano nembanga neyongera okukulaakulana.
IFAD's investment in their community has given them the freedom to dream about their future.
Kateeka gye nnyina okubanga singa baba batwongeddeko ku bitandaalo ne tusobola okuba ng'emirimu gigaziwa kubanga olwaleero nfuna akatandaalo kamu ne bannange nga buli omu ayagala ekitegeeza ngula ebbaafu emu nandiguze ebbaafu 5 sirina wenzaanika kindeetera ate okubanga sikoze n'enkola kitono so senga batwongerako ne tuba nga tukola nnyo nsuubira okubanga nsobola okufuna amagoba mangi n'empona obupangisa n'engula poloti n'enzimbira abaana bange.
The project has also invested in training disadvantaged young people. Frank Seguya dropped out of school because his family was unable to afford the fees. He had no job and no prospects. In 2021, he applied to train in bricklaying at the Bumangi Technical Institute. Now he's training and working as a bricklayer for a local builder.
Kingasizaamu okuba kati nga nina omulimu gwe nsobola okukola nange. Era njebaza nnyo okuleeta ekyo kye baatuweera ddala tusobole naffe okubanga tuganyibwamu mu nsi eno. Plan gye nnina mu future nange njagala nzimbira bakadde kuba kimanyi ennyumba ze balimu essaawa eno si nnungi kati kyemplaninga mu maaso ate nga mplaninga okulaba nga nkomawo nsome kuba wakyaliyo level ze twetaaga okusoma.
Since 1982, IFAD has supported 16 projects and programs in the country for a total amount of $386 million. Working alongside its partners and the Government of Uganda, the projects have reached almost 5 million poor rural households. In the future, it remains committed to work with youth, women, and vulnerable rural people so that they can not just survive, but thrive.